Okay, hello beauties, this is Kyla from College Justice TV, and I hope that you guys all are having a beautiful and wonderful day. So, I wasn't originally going to make a video solely on this topic, but after much consideration, deliberation, and consultations, I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't give my thoughts and my opinions. So a couple disclaimers. As you all know, I am a Shea ambassador, which means that this year I was chosen to be a brand ambassador for Shea Moisture, and I will continue to do so. Also, I want you guys to know that everything that I say in this video is my own opinion. Everything I formulated in my own mind after much deliberation from this whole week and looking at all the interviews and seeing how everybody's feeling and feeling how I've been feeling. I've been able to come to some conclusions on my own. So with that being said, I hope that all the comments left down below are respectful, and if we have differing opinions, we can have a conversation with each other about those differing opinions. And maybe if we don't, at the end of the day, if we don't come to like a concise agreement, it's always great to be able to respect each other's opinions and educate each other on how we feel. So I just want this video to be a platform for all of us who may feel one way or another to be able to communicate with each other why we have differing opinions, and you know, so let's chill a little bit and let's just have a conversation about what's been going on with Shea Moisture. If you guys aren't aware, Shea Moisture released a commercial earlier this week, and in the commercial it was to promote their new campaign, Everybody Gets Love. In this campaign, they want to focus on all of our natural sisters, everybody's different hair types, but also bringing in other cultures as well, and embracing the fact that everybody's different, and in our differences we can all get love. That's basically what I took from that campaign. So in this particular ad, I feel like there was either 2 or 3 women of color, and then there was one racially ambiguous girl, but she does identify as black. She was lighter skinned, had really pretty loose curly hair, and they were all talking about different struggles that they faced growing up with their hair and how they're happy to be a part of Shea Moisture. After this this ad launched, the natural hair community went ballistic. Everybody lost their mother bleeping minds. A lot of people felt like they weren't being represented in that commercial. And because Shea Moisture is a brand that was one of the major natural hair company brands, it is their duty and their obligation to always make sure that black women are represented in all their ads and all their commercials. My earring just fell out. From my personal point of view, when I originally saw the ad, I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit. I can't even lie. Kind of rolled my eyes a little bit when the white girls were talking about their hair struggles. And I kind of felt a little hurt a little bit that I didn't see somebody that looked like me on the ad. And I feel like that is just the gist of the core of why black women are so upset with Shea Moisture. Is just because they felt like, Shea Moisture, we have been your ride or dies. We have been here with you since day one. We are your core customers, and in this ad it seems like you guys forgot about us. What's up with that? You know, what's up with that? Since then, Shea Moisture realized the mistake that they made. They released a whole bunch of apologies, a whole bunch of interviews, and basically explaining their take on things. And so this is what I gathered from Shea Moisture's response. Is basically, they are a company, a brand that is core based in the black community. Their core customers are African American women. But they want to expand their brand, which I feel like they have the right to do so. It is business at the end of the day, and I feel like what their vision of wanting to do, of getting all these different people from a whole bunch of different cultures and bringing them together in their Everybody Gets Love campaign to embrace our different hair types, even if you're white and have the straightest hair, embracing everybody's hair types, that goal for their campaign, I feel like, is a really good goal. So here, from my opinion, I feel like we have a situation where the goal is right, but the method to get to that goal is a little bit flawed. What is important for Shea Moisture to understand is that while it is great and beautiful that they want to expand their brand and be able to bring in a larger audience, it's also equally as important that they pay attention to their core consumers, which are Black women. That there's always some type of representation of us, because Shea Moisture, like, we love Shea Moisture. Shea Moisture is that for us. And so we want Shea Moisture to show the same love that we've been showing to them for years back to us. And with that being said, I feel like Shea Moisture understands that. I feel like they most definitely understand that. And they're, like I said before, I feel like their goal of wanting to expand their brand, wanting to bring more people together from different backgrounds, different races, different hair textures, different skin colors, I feel like that's great. I'm all for inclusion. I'm being straight out, I'm all for inclusion. Never been for separation or division. So I feel like it's important for Shea Moisture to, on their journey to expanding their brand and including more people into their brand, it's important that they never forget Black women. With that being said, there are some interesting notes of discussion that I want to bring up about this commercial. So in the commercial, the white women were talking about how they had struggles being brunette or whatever, and I feel like we need to be able to, as people in the natural hair community, to understand that we're not the only ones with natural hair struggles. With that being said, also understanding that our struggles are completely different. That white woman who had trouble with her hair being brunette did not have the same struggle of that Black woman who possibly couldn't get the job because of her hair texture. Those are two completely different struggles. But I feel like even understanding that they're two completely different struggles, it's also important to understand that they're both struggles. So even though my struggle is more complex and more strugglier to me than that white woman's struggle, I still can't say that her struggle isn't valid because of this, and this. So I feel like it's important to understand the differences, but also to acknowledge them. I hope that that makes a lot of sense. Another point that I want to bring up is that the Black woman that was in the commercial, she was really light skinned and she had really curly hair, and some people may have defined her as racially ambiguous, but she does define herself as a Black woman. And so I feel like, what is our culture saying if people are responding to her by saying, you're not Black enough? I've been seeing that in comments everywhere, that yeah, there was a Black woman in there, but she wasn't Black enough. And so I feel like that brings up a whole world of questions in my mind, because it's like I most definitely understand their point of wanting to see somebody that looks like them, a darker skin, more kinky hair, black woman in that commercial. But at the same time, what are we teaching each other by telling a woman who identifies as being Black that she didn't represent us, even though she might have gone through similar experiences that we have been, being Black? And I know that this might be way left, but I just feel like that's just something to think about. That yeah, she may not have been darker skinned, kinkier hair Black woman, but I feel like to say to her, you aren't Black enough, I feel like that's wrong as well. That's just as wrong to me in my eyes. And y'all may not agree with me, and that's okay. Also, something else that we can consider is that Shea Moisture is a business. They are a company. So if you think about it, all of these other companies that mainly cater towards maybe Caucasian hair in the past are expanding their brands as well to us. And I know everybody's been trying to get that Maui Moisture though. I know everybody's trying to get in that whole blend. I mean, I can't explain to you guys how happy I am when I see that businesses such as Tresemme or whatever are expanding their brands to the natural hair community. They're competing with other businesses that are now catering to both the natural hair community and all the other different cultures out there. I don't know, in my mind I feel like I understand partly from the business aspect of why Shea Moisture would want to expand their business as well. And I don't think that that is ever a negative thing. If I have a business, I know for a fact that I have business ideas and dreams, adventures that I want to go out and accomplish and achieve. And if my core consumers are my people, that is beautiful and that is great. But at the end of the day, it'll also be great to be able to have a brand that caters to so many different audiences. I feel like that is just as great of an accomplishment as anything else. So, also, I feel like this was one ad in their whole campaign, and I don't know, I feel like because it's being drawn out, to me, it would be different if Shea Moisture was just like, okay, and so what? Yeah, we didn't put dark skinned black women into the commercial, and so what? But no, like they understood their mistake and they're trying to reconcile their mistake. And so my question is, where do we go from here? I just want to know like what you guys suggest for them to do next in this next process, because I feel like they've been doing interviews, putting out apologies, really talking to the people. If you go on Facebook, almost every comment that people put, Shea Moisture has been doing their best to respond to every comment. So I feel like that they most definitely care. So what do you guys feel like needs to be done next in the step to maybe mend this situation? I hope that you guys enjoyed this conversation and that maybe we can further continue this conversation, because it of course brings up many different subtopics that are very important in not only the natural hair community, but the black community, but the American community, the world community. So let's see if we can have some conversations and dialogues down below in the comment section, y'all. And I hope that y'all have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you guys. All right, bye.